Hey there, Danny here. Welcome to my ramblings. Tonight I want to talk about gossip and people sharing your secrets. It's human nature for us to think that we have to defend ourselves. Wrong. The more you defend yourself, the more the person that's trying to make people turn against you and not like you and side with them, the more that person's going to be able to convince everybody else that you're crazy. Bite your tongue. Stay silent. This advice I am giving you here right now is not for the weak-minded or faint at heart. This is 100% requires a lot of strength. And the reason I know this is because I've been practicing this on and off pretty much all of my life. There were times where I would defend myself against the gossip and it would just get worse. There were times where I'd just be like, you know what, I don't even care. Now it's always, I don't even care. If somebody is gossiping about me or telling my secrets behind my back, God sees all of it. The man upstairs sees everything. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to bite my tongue because I don't care. The only approval that I need, the only acceptance, the only value is him. And you can realize that when you get to the point of silence, and if you start your walk with him, it makes it much, much easier. But if you stay silent, the more people laugh and the more people, think that it's great, this person's sharing gossip and your secrets, eventually that person's going to narc themselves out and show people exactly who the hell he is or she is. And once that happens, those people are going to be like, oh my God. And they're going to do one of two things. They're either going to feel bad and not really hang out with that person anymore, not trust that person anymore, or they're going to start looking you up. They're going to want information on you because you saw something they couldn't. And that makes them curious. So biting your tongue, learning to stay silent is difficult to learn to do. But I promise you, I guarantee you that if you do, it gets better. But silence, your being silent, does not mean that you can't talk to your friends about it. The people that you know are important. And honestly, they get caught as they get older. Yes, your 20s, 30s, 40s, maybe even partially into your 50s, but I don't think so much. You might be able to get away with being a player, being somebody that's got game, all that slang that they have that makes people think that, oh, I'm powerful, the whole I want to be a rock star thing, the whole, all that ego stuff, because that's all it is ego. And ego is, you have to kill your ego when you're on your walk with the man upstairs. You don't have an ego. Ego is not good. Ego is bad. Ego causes you to stay in fear. Think about it. Why do you have an ego? Because deep down you fear you're not what you're pretending to be with your ego. Fear is the devil's playground. So, if you start having your walk with the Lord, you get silent. You can spend time with your friends and maybe have one or two as sounding boards if you need them to. But you don't have to. The honest to God truth is is when they get older, these people that partied and had a good time and were irresponsible for most of their adulthood because, you know, at the time they believed, oh, I'm never going to get old. And old age is way far off. They slept with their friends' wives. They slept with their friends' husbands. I mean, they did all this horrific stuff and still think that they're great. I'm here to tell you that once they get into their 50s, they're not so great. They can't get a date. And if they do, it's not with a quality person. And here's why. Because they never grew up. They're still teenagers. They never grew up. The ones of us that are in our 50s and have grown up and who have learned from life's experiences, we all look at those people and go, you played your cards thinking that it was going to last forever. It's not our fault. Don't come begging back for anything else. And the reason being is because their punishment from the man upstairs is they get to be alone. And no, they will know exactly how you felt. They will know exactly how they treated you and what they did behind your back. But here's the catch. They are punished by that same mental, emotional turmoil that you went through. They have to go through. But there's one difference, and this is the big part of that difference. That one difference is they have to feel the way that you felt while knowing that they're the ones who purposely made you feel that way. And that eats them alive. At that point, they start reaching out to people and making amends and they want to get rid of that feeling. The only way they're getting rid of that feeling is if they grow. Grow up. Until you mature, you're not going to get what you want. You can't manipulate anymore. All of us have grown up. All of us have learned from our experiences. Just because you haven't doesn't mean that you're entitled to any of ours. You got away with it for so long because we didn't know what else to do. We didn't have the information. Just as Maya Angelou said, you do better when you know better. And guess what? Mira, stop tearing that apart. It's a training pad, not anything important. She doesn't tear anything up other than the training pads when she's mad at me. Anyways, she doesn't want me on the video right now. Anyways, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, so they're thinking that because they don't want to feel this way, and oh my God, now I know how I treated them. Let me apologize and get them back. That's not how it works. You have to fix yourself and grow. And anybody who has grown and has learned their lessons from their life experiences, know we all can see whether you've grown up or not. There's no ifs, ands. We can see if you've grown up or not. If you have not, we don't want to be around you. So you can pretend that you've changed. You can talk a good game. But with wisdom comes discernment. And part of that discernment is the ability to see bullshit. You start your walk with the man upstairs, I assure you that the closer you draw to him, the more you become a human lie detector. You can tell immediately somebody is bullshitting you. And it's an amazing place to be. In the beginning of being able to see the people who would bullshit me, it did cause a little bit of frustration. But now, when it happens, and it's been happening at rapid speeds like the last 3 or 4 weeks. But now when I see them lie to me, I don't say anything. I smile. I nod. Okay. I let them lie. Because what they're too ignorant to understand is, I caught you in lie, I'm not coming back. You said you changed. I allowed you to have a conversation with me, and you lied. You didn't change. And you can see it early on. Unless you're extremely close, like if you haven't gotten over the hurt and pain of loving that person and them being gone out of your life, it's going to it's going to take you longer to understand that. But if you're healed from the heartache, when they come back to talk to you, you're literally going to be able to see the lie blatantly, and you're just going to be like, sorry. You're not even going to tell them anything. You don't owe them. You do not owe them any explanation. You don't have to call them out on it. You don't have to anything. You caught them in a lie, you never have to talk to them again. I'm not sitting at a table with you again. Not happening. It's just not happening. And the truth is, they will 100% regret it. And if they want to have relationships, like real grown-up relationships, they are going to have to either grow up. If they don't grow up, then they're going to be those old guys sitting in a bar, or those old women sitting in a bar trying to hang out with people half their age, because nobody their own age wants to continue to live the way that they're living. So you still win at that point, because your life is growing and you're actually becoming who the man upstairs made you to be. They're not. So I just wanted to come on and let you know that little piece, that if they're gossiping and telling your secrets, silence. Silence. Talk to the man upstairs. Talk to a trusted friend. Reach out here if you need to. And we can get you through it, because the truth is, silence is what's gonna be the proof. You didn't fight against something. If it's not true, then why are you fighting it? That's the part that nobody understands. If what they're saying about you isn't true, then why are you fighting it? You're fighting a fantasy. You're fighting imagination. You're fighting falsehood. What are you fighting? You have no reason to fight. There's nothing to fight for. Who you are will speak for the truth of you. And people will see it over time. There's no way around it. They will see it over time. Because you've maintained a pure heart and a pure soul. And the walk with the man upstairs helps you get there, and he gives you the strength, and he will bring people into your life, even if it's just for a moment, to give you a little bit of strength to get through a moment or a day or whatever. But I am telling you that there's no reason to fight gossip or people sharing your secrets. The only reason that you would be mad that they're gossiping, because we all know gossip is not true. Gossip is not true. There may be bits and pieces in that gossip that are true, but gossip is not true. That's why it's called gossip. And if they're gossiping about you, what are you fighting? You can be upset and hurt that they're sharing your secrets. What do you care? Do you value these people that they're spreading these lies to? Or telling your secrets to? Do you value those people? Are those people important in your life? Well, I'm going to tell you right now that if those people haven't told that person to shut up and they haven't come back and talked to you, they're not people that love you or even care about you. So if you know that they're gossiping, or at least listening to the gossip and not defending you and not coming back to you and letting you know, which personally I don't want to know. I've told everybody over the years I don't want to know. But if they are not defending you behind your back and not correcting this person on the way they're lying about you, that doesn't sound like that person. That's not who that person is. No, I don't believe that. These are things that people who care about you will say when they are encountering somebody that is gossiping about you or sharing secrets about you. If they're sharing a secret, that person should look at them and say, why are you sharing their secrets? So if the people that they're gossiping and telling your secrets to are not doing these things and protecting you, they don't care about you either. You don't want any of them. You can't value their opinion. Yeah, that's a loss, but that's what discernment is. It's going to show you who is supposed to be in your life and who isn't. Most of those people that do the gossiping and the secrets, sharing your secrets, most of those people were there for you to be for your lesson, so you could learn and grow. That's what they were there for. And you were in their life for the sole purpose that they could have watched, oh, hey, this person's growing in front of me. Let me grow with them and see what happens. Instead, they just want to drag you down and keep you where you're at. And that's okay. Those aren't your people. The truth is, the ones that God has decided are your people will come when you get to your growth. The world opens up and it looks totally different once you get far enough along on your walk with the man upstairs. My journey with the walk with the man upstairs has been going on since I was like 9 or 10. It's really gotten stronger and solidified a lot more the last 5 years since I've just pretty much shut the world out and just spent a lot of time with the man upstairs, dealing with a lot of stuff. Like I said, I've been a writing fool. And yes, I am getting all of the writings together so I can get them compiled, and then I will get them out to all of you so you can have some information and knowledge too. But if people are gossiping about you and sharing your secrets, and the ones who are listening and accepting it, these are not your people. Mourn your loss. Grieve what you have to over what you just lost, because you did lose. You thought these people loved you. But I'm going to tell you right now, you don't have to grieve that long. Here's why. Because once you start to grow and you start to walk away from these kind of people and not have anything to do with them, you start meeting people that are at your level, that are where you're at, and they wouldn't do the gossiping and everything else. They just wouldn't. It's not in their moral compass. And then you realize that really wasn't love. None of it was love. None of it was love. Your exes didn't love you. Your friends who gossiped and all that didn't love you. Love doesn't hurt. And if it hurts, it's not love. Love is gentle and kind. It's not... somebody who loves you would never be that cruel to you. Ever. And if they're being that cruel to you, they don't love you. They don't love you because they don't love themselves. That's a whole nother video. But as you can hear, my dog is whining. So I will be back in a day or two. Have a great night, guys. Bye. Love ya.